How hard are we going to push this thing? We're really going to try to get a personal best today. We really have to get this thing. Oh no. This platform shows a lot of potential and I'm really looking forward to going fast. I'm just a massive Buggy fan. I love my bugs, I really do. Welcome back to Innovation RC, guys. I have the brand new Rlaarlo SBK 10th scale Buggy here. Now this video is actually gonna be one of 3 videos. This is gonna be a 3-part video in which we're gonna make this thing go faster and faster and probably a lot faster. I've upgraded the heck out of this thing regarding the motor and ESC. This thing's gonna go a lot faster than what it did out of the box at 37 miles an hour. I wasn't too happy with that kind of speed, but this is the day that we're gonna make up for it because this platform shows a lot of potential and I'm really looking forward to going fast, and I'm sure you guys are too. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Whoa. This is gonna be video 1, this is gonna be video 2, this is gonna be the last video until we actually change everything else with what is in here. Part 1, we're gonna be running the bone stock battery, and we're gonna see how fast we can go with that. And then we're gonna top it off, make sure it's warm so we actually have proper power coming out of this. So this is pretty much just the first day, and we're just gonna get a baseline. The next video, we're gonna be running basically a higher quality version of the bone stock battery, the same exact milliamp, but you guys can see it's slightly bigger. Same voltage, same milliamp, just a higher C rating. So we're gonna see the difference between this one and this one will be in the first and then the second video, so make sure you stay tuned. And then in the third video, we basically have almost twice the amount of milliamps as these guys regarding capacity, and there's just more voltage. So we're gonna get a clear, higher speed with this. And I just love the semi-clipless body. All you gotta do is undo one body clip and the back just comes right out. Now, as you guys can see, we have a lot of green in there. This here is a 1412 6400 KV from Castle Creations. Now this here is actually a drag race motor in which it's really high revving. It's a little bit larger than the bone stock motor, but it's got a lot more RPM. But how good is a motor without the ESC that delivers power to it? This here is probably one of the best ESCs you could get on the market for its size. It's a Castle Creations Mamba Monster X 8S ESC. And no, there's no fan on this just because I'm trying to fit it into the 10 scale Buggy. But this here, there's really not going to be a better speed control that you can get that's going to go into this car right here. And as you guys can tell, I'm just a massive Buggy fan. I love my bugs, I really do. But it shows a lot of great characteristics that I like to see in a high quality Buggy. So anyway, on to part 1. All right, we are all zeroed out here. This is gonna be the first run, speed run with the SBK10. And pretty excited to see what this thing's gonna do. Let's see how well it does. Gonna wanna warm the tires up a little bit. All right, we are all the way down there. Looking out over to our left, we're clear. Here it comes on the bone stock 3S battery out of the box. It got to a certain point in the trigger pull where it just wanted to really stop pushing, which is normal because the battery wires are just not that big, and that's just going to increase resistance just because it just can't push out that kind of power. But that was still a pretty good speed, and we really just have to beat 37, which is what we achieved in the first video. So let's see what that is. 74 miles an hour. That's pretty darn good. That really is. Over 70 miles an hour with our first run on the SBK. I'm really happy with that. And that's also the bone stock battery. So let's take this body off. And show the bone stock battery. Very nice. And I did cycle it a couple times to kind of wake it up. Very good. Very good. I'm not disappointed with that at all. Motor is not too hot. What I'm going to do is top the battery off, and then we're going to just do another run and see if we could break 74 miles an hour and go faster than that, because I'm pretty sure this battery's got a little bit more into it, and the car felt really good. It really did. And this is literally the first run I've ever done with this speedrun setup, so I feel pretty good about this. Here's our little charging rig setup, DC powered Innovation RC Edition 10K, and that's pretty much fueling the charger, topping this guy off, which is perfect. We could probably top this thing off maybe 5-6 times at least before we run out of battery here. The battery is now warm, and we're gonna top it off, and that should make a little bit more power just because chemical reactions do a little bit better with a little bit of heat added to it. All right, now here's run number 2. We are all zeroed out on the GPS over here. Try to straighten it out, and we are gonna be on our way. Same exact setup. All we did was top the battery off, and we did a run previously, so the battery is kind of warm now. And our top speed was 74 miles an hour, so we gotta see if we can beat that now. All right, we are all clear for takeoff. SBK, run number 2, stock battery. Very clean pass. Now let's see what that was. And we got a break 74 miles an hour. Oh my God, 75. Yeah, so we're pretty much topped out here. Let me try to get a better viewage for you guys. 75 miles an hour, that is not bad at all. Bone stock battery on 3S. So I'm sure we could gear up more, but I can also feel the wires on this battery because these wires are pretty tiny. They're 13, 14 gauge wire. They probably don't like pushing 100 to 100 and change amps. And yeah, I really like how this car drives. And at speed, it's very, very controllable. And that is also without a gyro. If you can see, no gyro at all. You don't need one. I don't want one. So we're at 75 miles an hour with the bone stock battery. I'm pretty happy with that basically baseline for this car. Obviously we could gear up a lot more and voltage up a lot more, but baseline 75 miles an hour and something literally in the palm of my hand, that's pretty damn fast. But we can always get faster. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video, part 2. Now I appreciate all of you guys watching. Make sure you stay safe and have a good one. 75 miles an hour, that is not bad at all. Bone stock battery. Now this video is actually going to be one of 3 videos. This is going to be a 3-part video in which we're going to make this thing go faster and faster and probably a lot faster. Welcome back to Innovation RC, guys. This is going to be video 2 of 3 with trying to make this Rlaarlo buggy go fast. And I'm really excited to say we hit 75 miles an hour with the bone stock battery in the previous video. And if you want to see that, I'll have a link right up there somewhere that you can click and watch the first one if you haven't seen it. Now we're going to be putting a little bit better of a battery with the identical specs. All it is just higher quality, and it's the same exact setup, and we have to break 75 miles an hour today. Now if that seems interesting, let's hop into this. Whoa. Now this here is the brand new Rlaarlo SBK 10th scale e-buggy. Now I'm still running the bone stock remote too, so I'm actually kind of liking it. All I do is mount my my action cam just on top of that, and voila, it's actually performing very well. And I really haven't had the need to run a range booster yet, so we're gonna stick with the stock remote until we really brown out or something. We ran the bone stock battery and we hit 75 miles an hour. First run was 74, second run was 75, so we're pretty much, I feel, maxed out with this battery based on the gearing that we have with this setup. Now we're going to be running a little bit higher of a quality battery. Now keep in mind, it's the identical spec, size, and voltage as this battery. Now I know the C ratings are different, but I don't even go off of C ratings. You want to go off general quality of the cell. And you can also see that the battery is also slightly taller and slightly longer as well, even though it's the identical size and voltage. It's just because the cells are just higher quality. That is a clear indication of a higher quality battery. We have here a 1412 6400 kV brushless motor from Castle Creations, leading all the way over to a Mamba Monster X8S. And as for the gearing, it's the same exact as the previous video. This is also the bone stock gearing. I know that this motor has a larger motor shaft. Now the only thing that I did is get the identical size in teeth pinion gear just to fit over this, which would be 5mm. So we're running technically still the stock gearing overall. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video series. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. And without any further ado, let's get into running this thing. All right, so we are all zeroed out with the SBK, and we're gonna be doing our warm-up run with the bone stock battery. We should be looking at speeds around 74, 75 miles an hour, just like we proved in the previous video. So we're gonna see if we can achieve that once again today. Rlaarlo SBK on the way. Warm-up run, stock battery. Let's see what that was. I love I could pick this thing up just at my hand. And there we are, 75 miles an hour. So we are pretty much proven at 75 with the bone stock battery, which is pretty good. But now we're gonna use the higher quality CNHL G Plus battery. And here we go. Finally, we have the CNHL G Plus 2200 milliamp in there. And we're gonna see the difference before we hit 75 miles an hour. Let's see what it does now with the G Plus in there. Now there's 75 miles an hour. I'm clearing it out. Now we're all zeroed out with the G Plus CNHL 2200 milliamp. We're gonna see how well it does now. We have to beat 75 miles an hour for us to see a difference. All right, we got our way down there and we're also clear from the back. Here it comes, run number 2 with the CNHL 2200. That feels like a PB right there. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot more giddy up into it. All right, let's see what that was now. Oh my God, 80 plus miles an hour, 81. Oh my God, that is awesome, guys. First time out with the larger battery and we hit over 80 miles an hour. That is awesome. So there is like a 5-6 mile an hour speed difference between both of these 2200 milliamps, but that right there is 6 mile an hour difference. I did not touch the pinion gear, I didn't touch ESC settings or anything. 80 miles an hour. Oh, that is just awesome. And it handled really well, really well. So guys, I am super happy to announce this is an 80 mile an hour vehicle, literally almost the size of my hand. Now we are going to go up in milliamp and also voltage. And we're gonna see if we could get the number that I really want to achieve. But I know if I say it, we might not achieve it. 81 freaking miles an hour. I cannot believe this little tiny buggy was able to do that. This is easily an 80 mile an hour buggy with the right electronics and the bone stock gear, well, the size gear. Now we're finally on our road to 100 miles an hour. I'm really happy about that, and the car feels great. It really does. Next video is gonna be interesting, where we run 4S, which is gonna be a lot more power, so make sure you stay tuned. Alrighty guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. I appreciate every single one of you guys who watch. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel. 7 p.m. on Saturdays is when I drop videos, so make sure you stay tuned to watch part 3, because I'm itching right now to see what we can get. All right guys, so make sure you stay safe and have a good one. This car just wants to go faster. That is insane on the first day out. This thing on 4S is just gonna absolutely scream. We're gonna try to break 100 miles an hour today in the brand new Rlaarlo SBK. You know, I wasn't even trying to rhyme, but I guess I'll keep that in the video. Let's see what this thing can do. This is video 3 of the video series that I am making to make this little buggy go fast. Welcome back to Innovation RC, guys. In the first video, we ran the bone stock battery with this beautiful castle setup inside. We had 75 miles an hour. The second video, we used the identical size milliamp and voltage battery, 80 miles an hour at 81. And that's actually a pretty impressive speed for something that fits like in the palm of my hand. Pretty impressive. 81 miles an hour. This video, we're gonna be trying to break the triple digit barrier. We're gonna be running this thing on a massive whopping 4S. So if that seems interesting, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Without any further ado, let's hop into this. Whoa! Now I'm gonna go over with you guys what we're gonna be doing in this video. We're gonna be running this battery. It is a 2200 milliamp 70C CNHL G Plus battery. This is a great battery. That is a 4S 4000 milliamp 70C. It's just higher voltage because we're running 4S 16.8 volts compared to 3S 11.1. Now as for the setup, it goes as follows. We have a Mambo Monster X8S ESC that is leading to a 1412 6400 kV Castle drag race motor, and that I feel is just the probably one of the best motors you can get for this kind of size application. 6400 kV on 4S, that's a pretty screaming setup if you ask me. Now the significance of this video series and this speedrun project is that I'm using the bone stock remote, and I am also running the bone stock gearing that comes out of the box, and it's going to be the larger gearing that comes in the little bag to go a little bit faster. Only difference is because this motor has a larger motor shaft. It's a 5mm shaft. All I did was get the same exact tooth pinion gear, but with a 5mm hole in the middle, so it fits this beautiful castle motor. Now enough jib jab, guys. I am really excited to run this darn car over here. This thing on 4S is just going to absolutely scream, and if you guys are excited to see that, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. Also, if you haven't seen Innovation RC on Instagram, make sure you check it out. You'll see cool teasers, hints, and other sweet videos appear on there before it drops on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. All right, so here we are. We are all zeroed out with the SBK buggy from Rlaarlo. This is going to be the warm-up run, which is actually going to be the higher speed run from the previous video with the CNHL G+ battery. Here we go, SBK warm-up run. Straight as an arrow. Let's see what that was. 79, which is pretty good because we hit 81 miles an hour in the previous video. Battery might not be as warm as in the previous video, but that's okay because we're warming up the other battery, and there's gonna clearly be a massive difference. So it's really gonna make no sense to compare, but there we are. We had a CNHL G+ 2200. Now what I'm gonna have to do, not only am I gonna take the battery out, but the whole tray is gonna have to come out as well, because now we're actually going for it, guys. This guy is warming up in the back seat, and we're also gonna have to put this battery tray in because the other one just will not fit at all. With this battery, you can see it's almost twice the size. So that's what we're gonna do, and I think that's pretty cool that Rlaarlo gives you the larger battery tray. So we're gonna install that, and then we're gonna get into our run. Here we go, guys. We are all zeroed out with the Rlaarlo SBK. This is gonna be the run on 4S. Oh man, I am very, very, very nervous. Let's see how well it does, though. Oh my God. It's got so much more giddy up. I can feel it. All right. We are down there. Let's see what it's got on 4S. Here we come. Man, oh my goodness. It just drifted to the left a little bit. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see if that was faster than 81 miles an hour on 3S. And obviously it was, but let's see how much faster. 98 miles an hour. Oh my God, we are so close to 100 miles an hour. I don't think I want to leave this road until we break it. Well, I mean, until we break 100 miles an hour. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. On 4S, and we barely hit full throttle. I'm gonna let this thing cool down. I'm gonna top the battery off, and we're gonna try to break triple digits. 98 mile an hour run that we just did before. I'm just clearing it right now. Here we go, we are all zeroed out. This is gonna be run number 2 on 4S with the Rlaarlo SBK buggy. Gonna see how much more power we could put down on this second run. All right, we are all clear. Here comes the Rlaarlo SBK on 4S, round 2. Let's get it. Man, thing is screaming. Moment of truth. Moment of truth, guys. Let's see what that was. 100 miles an hour. Triple digits. Oh my God, 100 miles an hour. In this little thing that's just so small, and it handled amazing as well. We broke triple digits. Oh my God. And this is literally the first setup and first time out with this. Castle 1412, 6400 kV drag motor, Mamba X8S. Let me get the temps. Here's my little temp gun. We're gonna see how hot everything is right now. heat sinks on the X8S, 131. Yeah, that high KV is making it work. 96 on the heat sinks of the motor. Let's try to get on the base of the motor, 96, 97. No, the motor is just loving it. Even on 4S, that's pretty crazy. It's a 2 to 3S motor, but we ran this thing at 4S, wide open. And keep in mind, this is all done on the stock gearing. Stock center diff. All I did was get a pinion gear that can actually fit this motor because it's got a 5mm shaft, but it is the same exact size pinion gear, the upgraded pinion gear that comes out of the box. So I believe it's a 26 tooth. It's really hard to see in there, but you pretty much need to get a 5mm bore pinion gear to fit with this motor. Other than that, this is just bone stock gearing, and we hit 100 miles an hour. I am just ecstatic with this build. Triple digits. Look at that. That is amazing. And this is also the first day out still. Part 1 and part 2 was actually a few hours ago. 100 miles an hour on the freaking dot, guys. I am really happy and excited that we were able to do that safely on this car. And the cool thing about this is that this car just wants to go faster. How it handled 100 miles an hour, it was just like a legitimate e-buggy that was set up to do this. That is why I got into the speedrun game to begin with the Arrma Typhon. I am very happy to achieve this today. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. And as always, make sure you stay safe and have a good one. How hard are we going to push this thing? We're really going to try to get a personal best today. We really have to get this thing. Oh no. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Oh man, roasty toasty. That was literally the warm-up run. Jeez, holy moly. Do I see that right? That gearing made a big difference. Now we have a massive, massive, massive gear going into this thing. It's like the whole left side of the car here had World War III. And the right side of the car is like, I lost my antenna tube. Now, despite getting a brand new top speed, we run into a massive casualty that's really gonna put a halt on our progress with the SBK. Well, that sucks. The long-desired part 4 is finally here with the brand new Rlaarlo SBK Buggy. The first video, we speed ran this car with a larger motor and ESC from Castle Creations, and we got 75 miles an hour on the bone stock battery. Part 2, which was the next video, we hit 81 miles an hour on an upgraded version of the stock battery. Part 3, we ran the thing on 4S and broke 100 miles an hour, which was incredible. The car felt amazing. This is the video that we're finally going to be upgrading the gear. We've been running the bone stock gearing the whole time. Now we have a massive, massive, massive gear going into this thing. We're probably gonna see another 10 miles an hour on top of the 100. Whoa. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is run the car on the big 4S that we ran in the previous video that we broke 100 miles an hour with. Just wanna feel how it feels really, which I think is gonna be kind of important. And then I'm gonna try to get full throttle in the next run, except we have a much larger gear. So we're gonna see the difference between 100 miles an hour and what that gear is really gonna make us do. So if we get anything over 100 miles an hour, that's a brand new personal best. And that is gonna be our goal that we're gonna have to try to beat today. Yes, we did change a lot of things, but we're still running the bone stock remote. I still haven't browned out with it. Like, despite being so far down the road, I still have complete control. So I really like this remote, and we're still gonna stick with it until we really need to upgrade it. So, all right, so I'm gonna be running starting down there and going over here this way. Just one, because the sun is right in my face. There's also a guy way down there apparently replacing a transmission in the darn car. It's really hard to see. I really don't wanna start on that side of the road down there. I'd really rather just get a full stretch. So we're gonna utilize this side of the road, starting all the way down there. It's also gonna be much easier on my own. All right, so we are all zeroed out. I'm gonna be running in the opposite direction now, just because it's kind of hard to see down there with the light, with the sun directly on me. So we're gonna see what we can do today. We're gonna see what this SBK can do, geared up on 4S. Here it comes. I wasn't even full throttle. I wasn't even close. I was just trying to feel it, see where we were at. Oh my God, 112 miles an hour. That was literally the warm-up run. Jeez, holy moly. Do I see that right? Yeah, 112 miles an hour. That's not in kilometers? No, mph. Wow, holy crap. That gearing made a big difference. Wow, 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 wow. Let's feel the temperature. Where the hell's the off switch? Right there. Oh yeah, the motor is definitely warmer than before. That I do remember. It's not hot, like I could keep my hand on it, but it's definitely a lot warmer. ESC is also warm. I'm gonna let it cool off. I'm not gonna even top off the battery, but I'm gonna see how much faster we can go with this thing. Alrighty guys, we are all zeroed out now. This is gonna be run number 2 after the original warm up on the same battery. So we're gonna see how much better we can do now. All right, here it comes. Rlaarlo SBK on 4S with a larger gear. Whoa! Oh, there it goes. Parts and pieces everywhere. Oh, lipo fire. Oh, there it goes. This car is done. Look at that. Wing. GPS. Oh no. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that. Well, that sucks. That was definite impact damage. It is gone, guys. SBK is gone. Oh man, roasty toasty. 113 miles an hour, and it was still going. I'm gonna step away from these fumes over here. Nothing you could do but watch it at this point. This was a sweet car, man. All right, I'm gonna have to let it chill for a little bit. Something definitely punctured the battery when it flipped and did all its stuff, unfortunately. So yeah, stuffing a big old battery in a car like this really isn't optimal for the battery. I'm gonna wait for it to stop. But 113 miles an hour, and we had a successful 112 mile an hour run the previous time. So I'm pretty happy. I could lock in 112. So over 110 miles an hour easily with this thing. That was incredible. That really was. It's like the whole left side of the car here had World War III. And the right side of the car is like, I lost my antenna tube. Today has certainly been bittersweet. Top speed of 112 miles an hour official. I'm not counting the 113 just because it blew up all the way down there. I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna look at this thing for about 2 to 3 days, then I'm gonna get the itch to just rebuild this thing. So everything's gonna be all good. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like and subscribe for more. I appreciate every single one of you who do so. Also, make sure to click the hype button if you're on mobile. All right, so as always, guys, make sure you stay safe, secure your batteries, and have a good one.